Quick Facts with Franklin. I hope you learned something. Love you. Bye. In 1936, Alan Turing predicted every computer that would ever exist, though none had been built yet. He'd proved it with paper and logic. His idea, one machine simulating any other machine, still runs inside your phone. World War II turned him from a lonely theorist into a lifesaver. At Bletchley Park, he helped build a machine called the bomb to break Germany's Enigma code. It worked. Long nights of failed guesses became cracked enemy messages. The bomb helped shorten the war by 2 years. Millions of people lived because the fighting didn't drag on. But his country was about to turn on him. The country he saved turned on Alan Turing almost immediately. In 1952, he was convicted for being gay. The government forced hormone treatment on him as punishment, and he was only 41. That treatment left him broken, and he wasn't the same again. 2 years later, the mind that helped crack Enigma and shorten a war was gone. Nobody saw it coming. Nature hid a secret he had solved. After the conviction, he didn't return to computers, he turned to biology. His equations explained leopard spots and zebra stripes. It took 60 years for biologists to prove he was right. That is 3 scientific generations. The same man who invented computing also decoded nature's patterns. To learn more about Alan Turing, read Computing Machinery and Intelligence. That 1950 test still defines how the world judges machine intelligence. He described your phone before a single computer existed. 300 qubits. That's all it takes for a quantum computer to represent more states than there are atoms in the entire visible universe. Picture 200 school buses end-to-end repeated a trillion times. The universe holds about 10 to the 80 atoms total. Every qubit added doesn't just add power, it doubles it. A qubit is not a bit, it's something stranger. Here's where it stops making sense. A regular bit, like the one in your phone, has to pick a lane, 0 or 1. A qubit refuses to pick, holding both at once until you look at it. Picture a coin spinning on a table, showing heads and tails at once. Slap your hand down, and it collapses to one side. That slap is measurement, the only way to get an answer out. A qubit can also do something a coin never could, affect another qubit instantly. Even Einstein couldn't accept that one. Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. Entanglement links to particles, so measuring one instantly reveals the state of the other. They stay connected across any distance, even light years apart. A change in one qubit ripples through its entangled partner. That coordination is what gives quantum algorithms their edge over classical ones. They need temperatures colder than deep space. Quantum processors chill to 15 millikelvin. Deep space sits at 2.7 Kelvin. These processors run almost 200 times colder than the dark space void. It will still lose their state in microseconds. A single stray photon can wreck an entire calculation. Engineers wrap the chip in nested vacuum chambers. The whole system looks like a golden chandelier hanging from the ceiling of a lab. To learn more about quantum computing, read about quantum error correction and quantum algorithms, the subfields that study how to protect fragile quantum states and design programs that exploit superposition. The first 1,000-qubit processor was built in 2023. It's early and messy, but the direction is clear. 300 qubits already outmathed every atom in the universe. Welcome to Mississippi, where the river that names the whole place runs longer than any other in North America. The Magnolia State joined the Union in December 1817. The teddy bear was born here in 1902, after a presidential hunting trip. Jackson is the capital. But the real beauty is the Mississippi River. It stretches 2,340 miles from Minnesota down to the Gulf. Cotton once covered over 4 million acres here. Visit Mississippi for the natural beauty and grab a teddy bear on the way out. Meet the mockingbird, Mississippi's official state bird. It earns its name by copying the songs of dozens of other species. One bird can hold more than 200 different melodies in its head. You hear that borrowed music in open woodlands, gardens, and shrubs across the state. Spot them year-round as they love this place. The mockingbird mirrors Mississippi itself, a voice that takes from everywhere and makes the tune its own. Half the water never makes it to Niagara Falls. An international treaty limits the flow to 6 million cubic feet per minute during tourist season. The rest gets diverted upstream for power generation before it ever reaches the edge. That is the hidden reality behind what you see when you visit this waterfall. The famous roar you hear has been throttled since 1950. The falls went completely dry in 1969. Workers diverted every last drop for months, exposing a rocky landscape nobody had ever seen. They built a temporary dam across the American Falls to study erosion patterns on the bedrock. Tourists walked down to the bottom and stood where water used to crash. The experiment proved the falls were receding faster than expected, about 5 feet per year. Millions of homes are running right now on water that never reached the falls. 2 hydroelectric stations quietly channel the diverted river to power homes across New York and Ontario. During tourist season, the American Falls carries only a fraction of its natural flow. That missing water isn't gone, it's spinning turbines instead of crashing into the gorge. Niagara isn't just a landmark, it's critical infrastructure wearing a scenic disguise. You feel Niagara Falls before you understand it. Mist rises 300 feet into the air, then drifts back down and soaks anyone standing on the observation deck. Below, water plunges 167 feet into a 70-foot pool. The impact vibrates through solid rock and into your boots. Raincoats here aren't a suggestion, they're mandatory. To learn more about Niagara Falls, visit the Niagara Falls State Park Visitor Center. Established in 1885, it predates America's entire national park system by 12 years. The falls still roar despite everything engineers have built to control them. And remember, that's only half of what nature actually intended to send over the edge. I hope you learned something. If not, let's watch again. Love you. Bye.